Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to look into that specific situation or a person in your life, and let's see what you need to know about them. And I see here there's a pathway opening. Many people are showing up here, but I feel like they don't really have. They're not the specific person, but they are the people who are going to help you climb a pathway here. There's a masculine figure I see right there. We can only see the face of this person, and he has a porcupine above him. So this can be someone who might look like a little bit rough outside, but really cute, maybe really a helpful, gentle soul. And they're standing on your pathway, and you're showing up as a seahorse here. I also see a letter E. E can be in your first name or in the name of your ancestors or some of the ones that are maybe following you, helping you. It seems like here this person is initially blocking your pathway, and you will find maybe even a point, a common point, or find the soft spot of this person and help them maybe just move with you, not even getting out of your way. They're going to help you open up the pathway. I see another person here. This kind of like, when I put it away, kind of look like a bird to me, a bird with a big beak. I forgot the name. Pecan or pecan. No, pecan is a type of toucan. Toucan is the bird. Pecan is a type of nut. So I feel like here this can be someone extremely colorful and chatty, and they're also on your pathway. Kind of like pulled away. I see a person hugging onto a tree as well. This can be someone who is extremely attached to a situation. And Aries, I feel like you are the leader now. You're becoming a leader of these people. Leader doesn't have to be like an in teamwork environment. This can be even like a crowd that you're going to work together with and guide them through a certain direction. Okay. And there's a chunk of money at the end of the way. Pathway kind of looks like a fan as well. It can be like a breeze, a breath of fresh air to you when this shows up. Timeline wise, it still has time. I feel like maybe 4 months, maybe even 4 weeks can be the timeline. It can differ for each one, every person, but this can also be like 4 can be the lucky number, the 4th of the coming month. It can be something like that as well, or maybe the 4th try. Seems like though this is outside your comfort zone that you're going to set off to this adventure with this new people. Another thing I see in your heart is there was actually a concern laying there, but it seems like the clouds are parting. You're going to see some sunshine. This kind of looks like a cap, a white cap, with the snow hats with those braids on the side. So this can be something to stimulate your mind, warm your head. Warm head actually can think better, and this is in your heart space. So in your situation, maybe you're finding a calmer environment that you're tapping into, like a higher possibility thought pattern and pulling some ideas from them. But the thing is, the cap warms your head. So if you're feeling tense, if you are in a situation that puts you on the corner, that you don't really have any solution, this might be also giving you an idea that when you're calm, when you have a moment for yourself, maybe 10 minutes a day, that it will be the time, that empty space will be the time that the answers will come forward. Okay. It really becomes hard when you're stressful. It becomes really hard to tap into those kind of moments and even focus on them. But it seems like that you're going to start even maybe a new practice here. Another thing I see is a sickle. You see, the sickle is your tool that is helping you cut the crops that you are producing, you're growing. So that quiet moment can be your sickle. That can be your tool to find a solution. I see 2 people right there. I feel like if you have a new person in your mind, this is the one, or this is maybe someone that you're desiring, attracting into your life. And these 2 people are holding hands and jumping with joy and dancing, even like in a wedding setup. They're just dancing together side by side. So this is beautiful. And I see tuning fork right next to them in letter V. V can be in the name of the person, like Ava, Victor, Venus, but can also be maybe where they're from, what they do. I mean, I cannot really think of an occupation that starts with V right now, but yeah, this person is someone who has that light vibe. They're not vibing, they're vibing with you. They're aligning with you, and you are setting off to a new pathway with this person. Okay, so this can be someone, the timeline wise, showing up really soon. They're not going to be delayed, or they're not going to, I feel like this can be even someone that you're going to meet in a wedding. If you're going to a wedding or getting invited to like a crowded party, a joyful environment, accept the offer, because it's like dancing involved in the space. You might find that person, or if this is someone that you want to meet, that you might come across in this meeting and really click. The energies will actually align perfectly this time. Another thing I see here is this person is looking at someone else right there that they're scared of. Kind of looks like a skull to me, which we have a Scorpio, the Death Rider in the Scorpio. So this can be a Scorpio that they're afraid of, okay? And I'm feeling like this is them, and they're just leading the pack. But Aries, another thing with you is you are the leader, I mentioned before. So there might be, the Scorpio might be also scaring you as well. Scaring you in the sense of, maybe this is Scorpios tend to get revenge, okay? So they tend to get stuck in the past as well, which is not the best thing for them. Maybe if you know any Scorpios, but the ones that I know, they keep revisiting the past. They cannot really cut it off completely and move on. And fire sign Aries, you like to do that. You like to move on to the next adventure. So it can be a Scorpio maybe glimpsing through the past from the clouds, or maybe from the clouds through the text messages and stuff like that showing up. And I feel like this is another second person. When you're feeling happy, they tend to do that. They can show up out of the woodwork. Okay, so I feel like here you are really prepared for this. Okay, or maybe if you're not feeling prepared, you're ready to reject that offer coming forward. If this is someone from your past, a Scorpio from the past, that you had a past with, now it's time to move on to the new adventure, okay? Because you're not the one who chooses the comfort. You are the one who actually goes for the new thing and explores the new opportunities. And it seems like here, when you do pass them, you see the brightness coming forward. There's a pathway opening. There's a legal paper showing up. The Scorpio can be even an authority figure that you're dealing with, by the way. And when you pass that, a new opportunity is showing up, maybe even a new crowd showing up for you. I see someone carrying a big bag right there. The bag can be an opportunity, or maybe a chunk of money. This can be like a new crowd you're going to be stepping in. For some of you, can be a new home environment, because I see the key, but this is if you are someone who opens up doors, meaning like you have the key to the restaurant. For example, if you have a restaurant or you're working at a place, you unlock the doors for others. So it seems like, or maybe you're getting some sort of like that kind of a situation. This can also be you maybe even unlocking the lock things for others, okay? And which is a positive thing, which is a great thing. I see an older gentleman right there who has a moon cap. Can be a Cancer from the moon. Every zodiac is from certain planet, they say, and you're from Mars, for example, fiery planet. So this can be someone who has Cancer, and they're giving a kiss to a salamander, which salamander is your energy, your fire side, your fire animal. It seems like there might be a Cancer out there who's actually giving you some nurturing, some love. You are reaching to them as well. So this can be a family member, by the way. Another thing, because you're standing on this bag, maybe this family member is showing their love to you through this kind of like a loving gesture, okay? That can be a situation resolving. I see a ribbon showing up here, and maybe bringing a gift into your life, okay? Can show up physical kindness, as well as on top of that, some materially satisfying thing. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I saw a bear right away, and bear right there here falling apart. So I feel like there's an authority figure falling apart in front of you, and you might have to take the lead and the charge. And I see here a horse head appearing right away. Kind of looks like here moose as well. Either way though, some things might be crumbling down in front of you at this moment, and I see tears of joy though falling out. But the thing is, it's not your things crumbling. Maybe someone is actually maybe retiring. Suddenly certain things are not really working for others, but it is your anchor is forming here. You are actually planting your anchor down, and maybe you are receiving their position. This can be someone that you're working together with, maybe retiring, and you're getting awarded their position. It can be something like that. But your anchor is not fully open yet. You see, it's halfway there. So it can be like a quest that is completing now, maybe a situation this person is completing now, and you will take their place. And this kind of reminds me of a little bit letter S. It looks like this can be the name of the person, and this kind of looks like a little hatchets that the mountain climbers actually use to stable themselves to the walls of ice. So this can be your tool. Maybe you're going to find a way to stable yourself to where you are while others may be leaving the position. Okay, I'm gonna dive into your tarot now. We're gonna look into your current situation, what's happening with that, and the action, which action you can take, and what the outcome will be. And then for this time, for the oracles, we're gonna ask a little spiritual questions. Okay, let's see what you're learning out of this too. Let's look into that. The situation here in your hand is Queen of Swords energy. Queen of Swords is logical, structural. She has the maternal instinct of the feminine side, but also she requires a lot of like analyzing of the certain outcome. So in your situation, you might be dealing with, for example, first of all, with some very analytic people. Another thing with the owl energy though, this is something that requires not only knowledge and analyzing what's given, but also intuition, because the owl symbol is actually intuitive guidance. Okay, she's rising high and creating a barrier between herself and all the noise that may cloud her judgment. Basically, if you have in this situation, you might have a lot of crowd, a lot of noise, a lot of people actually throwing ideas at you, and you might take them into consideration, but you might have to use your wisdom and protect your authority here. Okay, or you need to become the authority here to guide these people's attention. And the action here is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups can be like, you might ask, like, how is this going to be an action point? What we have here is the 3 cups spilled, 2 cups upright right there. And we have dragonflies flying around. And there is a face right here. This face actually shows that you're sorry for what's happened here. Something's happening and some of the things are not really satisfying for you, but either way you have 2 cups upright, and 2 of cups is satisfaction, soul connection. So the action you need to focus on is what your soul is calling you to do, rather than focusing on the things that are not really working out. Because if you focus on these ones, you're going to lose these 2 as well. And if these were actually meant for you, they will simply find you. There's something much better out there waiting for you. So do not dwell on what has been. Just focus on what you have and move on with that, and move with love, because 2 of Cups is like perfect love, soulmate alignment, soul alignment with your purpose. And when you ask the question, you'll receive the answer. So make sure you're asking lofty questions, not the ones that are actually lowering your energy down. Okay. The outcome will be is the Empress energy that you're enjoying. You will have maybe even a vacation, a break from all of these things. You see, she's actually having a little break here and gathering up her energy, and you will come up with more creative ideas. Maybe in the future, you will utilize them in the perfect way. That's the Empress energy is. And also, she's a part of the creator. She's the Mother Earth. So you might be actually creating a world for yourself in the future that will actually really satisfy you, give you that calm and that peace and that even adventure that you can set up to the way you want them to be. Okay, that's going to be the outcome if you keep moving forward, because there's something waiting for you out there. Let's get to your oracle now. We're going to ask the question that what's an important spiritual lesson you're learning from this experience, from this person. Okay, let's see. You might be dealing with a hard personality. We have harvest, gathering of the blessings. So this is very to the point. Empress has that kind of like energy, growing of the crops energy as well, because she's the Mother Earth. She grows and feeds the earth, and that feeds us. So seems like here the spiritual lesson, I feel like two ways. The first way is you planted some seeds. Now it's time to collect them. Do not jump into the second adventure right away, because you need to collect the seeds. Then you can start maybe even planting those new seeds and grow something else here for you. Another thing here, gathering of the blessings is, like I said, there are three cups upright, two cups upright here. There are some blessings in front of you, and you need to start focusing on those and gathering those and put them together, because what you focus on will expand rather than focusing on the things that are not really serving you, or maybe that wouldn't be even satisfying you if you even received it. Okay, so that's the spiritual lesson. How can you get in alignment with your desires? Let's see that one as well. Or maybe your desired reality, lifestyle. How can you get in alignment with that? We have the blessings, guys. Two blessings at one time. Count your blessings and the good in your life will multiply. I feel like this card actually clarified this one as well. Plant new seeds, yes, but also there's things in your hand that you have already created that doesn't really need anybody's proving anything to you, that you can focus on those, and that will actually, what you focus on will expand. At this time, you are on a very high energy of expanding. Your focus has the ability to expand the things that you have in your life. Okay. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if this reading touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tap the bell so we can keep walking this journey together. Thank you for sharing the sacred space with me, and I wish you all a magical day. Bye.